What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Diecast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Shout out to all of our returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you. And welcome to any first-time viewers or new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. Today, set up at Tiny Town, we have some Hot Wheels premiums out in anticipation of some of the stuff we're going to be opening today. So from left to right, we have the Toyota Altezza that we saw in Modern Classics was its release. And then we have the Chase version here. We have the Mercedes C63 AMG, which we saw in Boulevard here, also in Deutschland with the red version and the Chase. We have the Toyota Tacoma. So this is going to be out of the most recent off-road set. We also saw this in blue in the Toyota set, and then we've seen it in black in Back to the Future for Marty's truck. Over here, we have the mainline version of the Toyota Tacoma. We saw this in white, blue, and a multitude of other colors. And then we've got Rexy chilling over here on the far right. So that's going to lead us into today's video. Boom. Some new Hot Wheels premiums. So we got 3 Boulevards and a car culture to open up. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into these and take a closer look. Boom, there it is. The Boulevard Toyota Altezza. This thing is sick. So, second time we've seen the Altezza. Again, first was the silver and the Chase that we have back here, seen in Modern Classics 4, I believe. So here we go with the Boulevard in a nice yellow with that carbon fiber hood. This is sick. Right off the bat, that yellow paint and that carbon fiber hood definitely stand out. Excellent job there. We do get some black 5-spoke rail riders on there. I do think this wheel fits this casting and car perfectly. Gas cap detail looks really good. One thing I did notice right away is the door handle detail is much better on this casting than it is on the first one. I'll show you guys that here in just a second. They gave us some black trim around the windows with the black B-pillars, mirrors on this casting, so that's a super plus. No cage or anything on the inside of this one, just a plain interior. Turn around and take a look at the front. So we got some beautiful tampoed up headlights, tampoed up grille with the badge there, Altezza front license plate, and of course again that carbon fiber hood. We do get windshield wipers and some nozzles there on the hood as well. They did give us some fog light tampos down there as well, so that's really sick. Excellent. Turn around and take a quick look at the rear, and we've got beautiful tampoed up taillights, your Altezza badge there, and let's see, TEZ for TIF, so TEZ for TIFF. I'm not sure what that relates to, but Altezza for TIFF, maybe Tiffany is the name of the designer. I'm not sure. If you know what that means, let me know down in the comments if you have any insight as to what that means. And then we do get like a little antenna type of deal here on the roof. So excellent. Base detail, nothing too crazy, but I'll give you guys the codes in case that's something you look after. But yeah, nice. Overall, good to see this back in a different color. Mentioning that door handle detail. So this is the regular version of the Modern Classics. There is no door handles. Look at that. Like, they literally just forgot to put the stamping in the casting or something. So they definitely modified it on this Boulevard because the door handles are like non-existent. They're not even there. So not sure how many of you realize that. I didn't even realize it until I was actually doing this swap and I started looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, there's no door handles. So I thought that was a bummer for the first release of this casting, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, it was the same on the Chase as well. No door handles. week. Next up, boom, Boulevard 2008 Mercedes-Benz CLK 63 AMG Black Series. Yes. Let's get this out of the package, take a closer look. Boom, there it is. Excellent. This thing's really nice. Perfect wheels with the silver multi-spokes on there. Beautiful. Man. Great job. Casting looks really proportionate. Everything looks really well done. So, right off the bat, that beautiful silver paint. Amazing. Again, those silver or gray multi-spoke rail riders accent this casting perfectly. You do see your AMG wide body over fender there, which is beautiful. Door handle detail looks excellent on here. We did get mirrors on this casting, so again, shout out to Mattel. Anything that's a first time casting, we should be getting mirrors on from here on out. Even if it's not true to what the shape of the car is, we should be getting mirrors on everything. You got your venting up here on the front fender, which looks great. There is some depth to it. It doesn't look like they painted it or anything, but there is some depth, so that's excellent. And then there's that nice AMG Black Series wide body fender for the front. Beautiful. Speaking of the front, we'll take a look. Tampoed up headlights look amazing. Both sides, fitment looks great. Mercedes badge and tampoed up grille here. Mercedes emblem there, which is a little bit off-centered. It probably should be over here a little bit more, but not a huge deal. Some venting here on the hood, windshield wipers, AMG front license plate, and then tampoed up grille down here in the front. Some turn signals / markers there, and then some more venting here for that wide body. Turn around and take a look at the rear. Tampoed up taillights look great. And you've got your CLK and your AMG badge, your Mercedes badge, AMG plate. Black little duckbill spoiler on there. Again with the antenna on the roof. You do get a third brake light underneath there as well. So that's really sick. Exhaust detail looks really good. They gave it like a silver outline so that it looks like it's open. So that's amazing. And then you've got like a little diffuser built in right there as well. Here's your base details if anyone's wondering. So drivetrain detail looks pretty good as far as your transmission and whatnot, and then your exhaust coming all the way back out into the mufflers. So excellent. And so we have the C63 AMG out on display to kind of look at compared to the CLK. So this is the Boulevard version of the C63 AMG. We also saw this in red in Deutschland series. I believe it was the first or the second Deutschland. It might have been the second Deutschland. And then here we have a chase version that has been given the wheel swap and slam treatment. So we've got some really nice aftermarket wheels on there, full roller. You can see the wide body on this one as well. This thing is sick. Definitely one of my favorites that I've done. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful casting. So absolutely love those wheels. Fitment looks great. Full roller, no issues. Banger. Next up, bam, 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. Let's get this out, take a closer look. Boom, there she is. So really, really sick right off the bat. This thing is dope. Yeah, buddy. Besides the old school Tacoma back here in the red, the blue from the Toyota series, and Marty McFly's truck, I don't think we've seen a Toyota Tacoma in premium. The only other Tacoma version was this guy, the white one. And there was a few other colors that were released as well. But this is the first time we've seen a Tacoma in premium to my knowledge. So, again, if I'm wrong, correct me down in the comments. They gave us this like desert tan, which I believe is the like catalog showroom version of this car that Toyota showed for, their promotion. But all in all, this thing is sick. So you got some beautiful off-road wheels and tires there. Unfortunately, my lighting is not really picking it up. You can't see it on camera. You might be able to pick it up, but I can't. Back in here, they gave the suspension like some red parts right back in here behind the wheel. So that's super sick, like just kind of to accent it. You got your black over fenders. Gas cap detail looks great. Black painted door handles with great texture. Black painted roof with the B pillars. C pillar is going to be the regular body color. Tail lights that you can see from the side, rear bumper as well. Again, mirrors on this casting, so yes, it looks like they're listening and catching on. Interior detail looks pretty regular. Red seats, black dashboard, nice buckets in there, and we do get like a half rolled down window, so that's actually pretty cool. Didn't even realize that until my pointy John slipped in there. Sunroof on this casting as well. Another little antenna up here. Turn around, take a look at the front. Tampoed up taillights look great. Tampoed up grill. No fog lights to my knowledge, or nothing that I could see. You do get like a skid plate that's part of the base down here on the front, and then you get the little induction here on the hood. Windshield wipers on this casting as well. Take a look at this side. Looks like you get a TRD badge up here on the hood. It is on both sides. And we'll turn around and take a look at the rear. Nice tampoed up tail lights here. TRD Pro printed in the middle of the tailgate. Nice door handle detail there. Tailgate detail up here, which gives the tailgate kind of like a duckbill spoiler almost. So that's actually really cool. Exhaust detail there and there. License plate, no plate on there, but at least there is a spot for one. And then some more branding back here. Look like they did give us a fifth wheel, so that's pretty sick. And then here's your rear rivet inside of that, which is not visible from the bed, so that's pretty nice. Wheel well covers for the bed back there, so excellent. Very, very, very cool. Happy to lock this down. We'll take a quick look. This is the one from the most recent off-road set, so pretty sick. They always give this casting the big Mutter tires. You got the Supyo license plate. We did a review on this one, so if you want to see an in-depth review, go ahead and look for it back in the videos. But excellent casting there as well. And then we have this one, which is somewhat of a custom, more of a wheel swap per se. I got this from a toy show locally. A guy was selling it. He's got the larger Watanabe style wheel on there, drilled out and screwed back together. Plastic base still, obviously, because like I said, there was no premium up until now. But yeah, all in all, very, very sick. Let's see, does it list what year? So this is a 2020 Tacoma, and then the new body style is going to be a 2024. And last but certainly not least, the Porsche 911 GT3R 992 in the Golf livery. Yes. Let's get this out of the package, take a closer look. Boom, there she is. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely love this casting. I think Mattel did a great job with it. Everything's very proportionate. The wing looks really, really good. Just all of the aero bits. I think they did an excellent job. So I'm not positive if this is a real race livery or not. My man Honest Diecast, he would be the one to be able to tell me that for sure. But all in all, I still love it. I'm not a huge golf guy, but I do love this casting. So I just want to collect all the different race liveries that I can in this particular casting. So this thing is sick. We'll take a look at the front. Headlights are going to be part of the interior glass. Get a nice Porsche banner there with some carbon fiber print down the bonnet and down the roof, as well as the rear engine cover. So excellent there. Some hood pins up here on the front, and we also get a Porsche badge down there. You got your canards over here on the front sides, and a nice large opening for the mouth there for cooling and whatnot. Take a look at the side. We do get that beautiful Golf branding there on the door, and then these would be, as far as I know, these would be like lights for when racing at night in like a GT3 series. Door handle detail looks pretty decent. This is cut open with some venting back there, so that's an excellent job. Great attention to detail. You do get an orange cage in there with some racing buckets that you can't see very well because it's kind of crowded, and then you get that riveted race window as well. Take a look at the rear. We got the beautiful tampoed up tail lights. You can see the gooseneck spoiler here. So up and over, and then side to side all the way wide. with your exhaust detail there, and then your rear diffusers. So we also get some venting there. It's not cut open, it's just a black tampo, but at least they took the time to differentiate it. So shout out there. And we do get really tiny mirrors on this casting as well. Again, I don't care if they're not the correct size, just as long as we get mirrors on everything from here on out. Black multi-spokes really fit this car, so excellent job. I do have some wheels that I think I'm going to end up swapping on this, but for now, this will stay as is. And base detail, if anybody is interested. And when we got this one out, we'll take a quick look, but I'm sure most of you are familiar with Rexy. One of the hardest premiums to find in recent times, along with its Chase counterpart, which is impossible to find and extremely overflated in price. So, don't have the Chase version of this, unfortunately, but hopefully in the near future, one will, come up for a pretty good deal, and we'll see if we can make a trade for one. So, until then, I'll be without it. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought about today's video. Were you able to find any of these new Boulevards that we opened yet? Were you able to find the Circuit Legends Porsche over here? Looking to buy the whole set, or just going to buy one? You know me, I'm just grabbing what I like out of them now. So these three happen to be it from the Boulevard set, and then just the race day Porsche was all I was missing. I had already found the Ferrari. So guys, thank you once again for tuning in. If you haven't already, please don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to drop a subscription. Run the road to 1K. Again, at 1K, we're going to have that 1K giveaway. 10 different items for every 100 subscribers. So make sure you're watching videos, commenting, sharing, things like that. You'll have to be a subscriber of the channel, and we'll be picking winners based upon comments on videos. So thank you guys once again, and we'll see you very soon on the next one. One love.